What's up, hooligans? Once again, appreciate you guys all being here. I am so sorry for all the technical problems that we are having. Hopefully things will be smoother from here out. We better just hurry up and get into this news before we have any more problems. Make sure you rack up them likes, share out the live. Let's get this started before anything happens. Drop a 1 in the chat so I know that you guys can see me and hear me clearly and everything is good to go. Okay, once again, this video right here is about the governor of New Mexico. She has suspended open and concealed carry in Bernalillo County in New Mexico. They are going to show guns in this video. There's nothing bad, but because of the YouTube community guidelines, I can't show you guys live guns on the live. So I'm going to be flipping between this screen and this screen throughout the video. You'll still be able to hear everything though. So we're going to go ahead and get this started.
5:30.
Good evening. Just over an hour ago, the governor says she's temporarily suspending open and concealed carry in Bernalillo County. News 13's Gabe Chavez is live in Santa Fe with more on the governor's announcement. Gabe?
Jessica, sitting alongside the Albuquerque police chief and the Bernalillo County sheriff, the governor says part of this new health order is a 30-day suspension on open and concealed carry on public property for anyone except for law enforcement or licensed security.
I warned everyone that we expect a challenge. Probably while you're writing this, we're getting a challenge, and that's the way it should work. But I have to take a tough, direct stand where basically I'm just ignoring the fact that we lost an 11-year-old, another child.
The order is effective as of today, and again only applies to Bernalillo County. The governor is basing the order on the county averaging more than 1,000 violent crimes per 100,000 people, and a lot of emergency room visits for gun injuries. As for enforcement, she admits it will, quote, be complicated, but they're working with state police and district attorneys on how it will work. The governor says anyone caught breaking the order will fall under a civil violation connected to her public health order. The governor says she doesn't expect criminals to follow the order, but she hopes it's, quote, a resounding message to everyone else in the community to report gun crime.
The point here is that if everyone did it and I wasn't legally challenged, you would have fewer risks on the street. And I could safely say to every New Mexican, and particularly those folks living in Albuquerque and Bernalillo County, I believe that you're safer for the next 30 days. We'll have to wait and see.
Alongside the order, the governor is appointing former state police chief Pete Casetas to head up a task force on gun violence. There's also a $750,000 appropriation to help pay for this order. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, Gabe. Now, the governor also said law enforcement who sat with her at today's press conference may not agree with the first step in her public health order. We'll have more tonight on News 13 at 10.
What a crazy person. What a tyrant. What a tyrant. Crime's so bad in the area that they just go out there and take away good guys' guns. That makes a lot of sense. Crime's really bad. Let's take away your ability to defend yourself. Stupid. So stupid. That is the worst. The worst. Nobody should comply with that. Pulled this up. I don't know if you guys will be able to read it or whatnot. But Section 242 of Title 18 of the U.S. Code makes it a crime for a public official acting in their official capacity to willfully deprive a person of their constitutional rights. That person should be put in jail. She should be put in jail. Just offering up the good citizens of that county to all the criminals out there bloodthirsty. They should pull her down. She should be impeached. Terrible. It's terrible. Kept a shame is take away good guys' guns while knowing it won't stop criminals. F her. Yep, it's true. It's messed up. I've been waiting this whole live to talk about it because it really upsets me that politicians are tyrants like this. I want to say, it's right on the tip of my tongue, I want to say they're stupid. They're not stupid. They know what they're doing. They're just putting it under the guise of, this is for the greater good. It's for the greater good. Yeah, that's what the Gestapo said. They just act like they're stupid. It's because if we're stupid, we'll relate to their behavior acting stupid. But we're not stupid, so it's just infuriating to see them come and trample our rights in the name of stopping criminals who don't follow laws. It doesn't make sense unless you think like a tyrant. It's the only way it makes sense. Wilster's wife, mandates are not laws. Exactly. It's not. And they said if you're caught breaking their health mandate or their health enforcement that they're doing, which is the other thing, they're putting it under this label as if it has something to do with health. This is for your health. You're losing your Second Amendment rights for your health. Health. Like, come on, man. That's messed up. That's messed up. It's not for the greater good. You are hurting good people by taking their rights away. It's messed up. Hey, I appreciate you, Derby. Thank you. What's up, Crystal? Happy freedom. RK, she's a see you next Tuesday. You're not wrong. That is the nicest way I've ever read that being put. You're awesome, RK. But it's no good. She's a tyrant. They should call her out. So they said in the video that if you're caught breaking their health mandate, that it's a civil infraction. So you'll get a ticket. Could you imagine? Is that even going to hold up in court? You go to challenge the ticket. Like, the judge is going to read that and be like, oh, you're licensed to conceal carry. Somehow you got caught conceal carrying during this 30-day mandate, and now we wrote you a $1,200 ticket or whatever it is. Is that going to hold in court? It might hold in court in New Mexico, I guess. I'd be trying to get it out of the state if that's possible, but Captain Shame is public health emergency. Yeah. It's so great they have all these emergency acts just at their disposal. Just whenever they have an extra hemorrhoid, they're like, state of emergency, take all your rights away. Fuck your guys' rights, fuck the Constitution. Like, what is wrong with people? I know. It's because we never made punches in the face great again. That's what happened. That's what's wrong. Catch a cold punch in the face? Probably don't want to act like a tyrant. They only act like tyrants when they're untouchable. Maybe we need less untouchable people in the country. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I just know I am sick and tired of tyrants and bad people. It doesn't take anything to be a good person. It takes very little effort. It takes a lot of effort to be a bad person. I don't know why people try so hard. Annette, you crack me up. You crack me up. I'd wipe my last name with it. I saw you say something like that the other day. There's such a pain in my last name, you said the other day. You cracked me up. Salty shield mating. I don't know what you're trying to say. You are protesting, or we should protest? No qualified immunity in New Mexico. Any officers that enforce can be held liable. Yeah, it's wrong. It is wrong. I mean, there's only so many ways I can phrase it, but it is wrong. Derby, they also get an iPhone and food stamps. Oh, talking about the border crossers? Yeah, they're made. Those people are made. Garlic Press, we're at the mercy of whoever controls the internet these days and their platforms. You're not wrong. I said that yesterday. The media controls the country. Old Man Walter, he's just the mouthpiece, but it's the media that controls the country. We were talking about that yesterday because the media turned their back on him. They're talking bad about Old Man Walter now, finally. And they tried to bring up Trump, but there's only so much they could say about Trump. They miss Trump being president because then they could stick him on the news every day and get those high ratings because people want to see Trump. I think it's crazy that people listen to Trump more than Old Man Walter, and they still try and sell it to us that Old Man Walter is running things around here. Well, isn't that funny that supposedly the majority put Old Man Walter up there in charge, and more people listen to Trump than Old Man Walter? Well, I don't know. You can lie about numbers, You can't lie about what we're seeing. We see way more people paying attention, ears perking up, orange eagles nearby. You don't see anybody doing that about old man Walter unless you got children and you want to run the other way so he doesn't sniff your poor little baby. We see what's going on. Mr. Beans and Beans. That's why everyone's getting sick and tired of the Democrats and turning Republican. That's true. We have covered lots of videos where there's a Democrat on the video who's saying, I can't be a part of this party. This isn't the Democrat Party that your parents grew up with. They're tyrants. They're radicals. They're terrorists. They are bad people. Not all of them. It's just the politicians. And that's the separation. There's you and me, and then there's the people above us. It's the people above us that are really doing the bad things. You and me, we're just guessing. We're trying the best we can to survive out here. It's the people up here that are pissing down on us and telling us it's rain. Put your compliance cloth on, take you a couple jabs, and enjoy the rain. That's what they tell you as they piss down on us. It's terrible. It is terrible. Happy freedom, Chris. Appreciate you joining us. So we're going to move forward to this next video here. This is the last one we're going to show on YouTube, so if any bad things happen or whatever and I have to restart the live again, this will be the last one we're showing on YouTube. This is titled, California State Assembly has just passed a bill allowing parents to lose custody of their children if they refuse to accept their child's gender transition. Escape California. Escape the coast. We're going to play a game called Escape the Coast. Make it out while you can. New York and California, they're at a race right now. See who can burn the country down quicker. Who can hurt Americans faster? This is a Twitter link. So I'm going to read the post to you, and then we're going to watch this little 45-second video they got attached to it. So this is the post here. Hopefully there's nothing terrible on the screen. All the little trending things. You never know on Twitter. You can watch anything on Twitter. But it says, just in, California State Assembly has just passed a bill allowing parents to lose custody of their children if they refuse to accept their child's gender transition. They want your kids. California lawmakers send Governor Gavin Newsom a proposed law that would require judges to consider a parent's affirmation of their child's identity in custody cases, reported Zavala, somebody on X, the X platform. Sounds like Joe Rogan owns the place. It says State Senator Scott Wiener, I don't know, who has no kids, co-authored the legislation. Creep. So that's what it says. We're going to play this video here. Let's get it started.
That parents affirm their children. They have since the dawn of time. Typically, it happens when their gender identity expression matches their biological gender. But what happens is when it doesn't, that's when the affirmation starts to wane, and that's what we're dealing with here. Although it's called the TGI bill, they're not mentioned anywhere in the law. What's mentioned in the law is the child's gender identity and expression and the parent's affirmation of that, whatever it is, because that is our duty as parents, to affirm our children. That parent.
Well, she beat me in the going bald contest, I will say that. She's balder than I am. You win, person. I don't want to misidentify you and have you cry yourself to sleep tonight. An accessory to hard crying. I don't know, man. Being soft and stupid has gotta hurt. It's gotta hurt. Because they do all that damn crying every day. Every day. Lying and crying. Big boo-hoos from the soft and stupid. It's like a children's book. Even if it was a children's book, it'd be better than the books that are in school right now. We're going to read through the chat really quick, and then we are going to wrap things up on YouTube. We still have 2 more videos. We got a video with Dog the Bounty Hunter talking about what he would do to catch this escaped murderer. Lots of guns being flashed on the screen. That's why I can't show that on YouTube. And then we will be wrapping up today's live with a video titled "New York City Teachers with Jobs Are Back After Refusing the Jab. This is a huge precedent." So it's not all teachers, but it's a specific group of teachers who sued the schools because they were let go for refusing to get the jab, and they won the lawsuit, and they're getting back pay. And it's a small victory, but it's a good victory. And so we will be showing that everywhere except for YouTube because of their communist guidelines. I will let you guys know. So, I mean, right now, you'd be better off just hopping over to Rumble anyways. I'll drop that link and pin it to the top of the YouTube chat. Everybody that's not on YouTube, you're fine right where you are to continue on. So, anyways, we're going to be moving forward after I read through the chat. I'm going to read you guys' thoughts. We're going to wrap up YouTube and continue on with the live. And maybe she can borrow KJP's mop head. What do you think that thing smells like? I'm just having me a day. Klaus Daniels is getting scared. My goodness. And that's just plain evil. Yeah, you're going to take... Like, what are they going to do with the kids? Do they even talk about that? Like, when they're having these board meetings? Because it's not like there's a whole bunch of places for children to go when you take them from parents. That's the biggest reason that CPS doesn't take kids out of people's houses, which they do, and I know we could have a huge discussion over that. I've been doing CPS my whole life. But when you see a family that is doing terribly, right? Like out in the front yard, naked, punching each other in the face, toxic, terrible stuff going on. You see CPS show up, you thinking, oh, thank God, save the children. And then they leave and they don't take the kids out of the house. That's because in the near area, there is no place to put the child. There's no one to take the kid at all. And they can't just live at the DHS building. And so a lot of times that's why they don't pull them out of the home, is because they don't even have anywhere for them to go. They don't have anyone to take care of them. At least that's what happens here in West Michigan. And so, like, what are they going to do? You're going to take these kids away from their parents because they didn't call them a bald unicorn, and that's what they want to be called, and you didn't affirm their thoughts and feelings, and so now you're going to lose custody over your kid. Where's your kid going to go? How do you even get custody back? You got to take training, because that's what happens, you know, if you do drugs or alcohol or you do bad stuff and your kids get taken away. It's not forever usually. Usually you take a class or something, parenting class or the AA, NA, you take some sort of anonymous program or anger management maybe. You do something. You prove that you're trying because you care, and you get your kids back. Now, I don't know personally because I'm not a terrible person. I wouldn't lose my kids. So, I don't worry about those kind of things. But, I don't know. It's not good. It's not good. You got one governor taking away your Second Amendment. You got another governor trying to take your kids from you because you won't play the fucking guess what game with them. How far will they go? And the answer is they'll go as far as we let them. We need to stand against this in a peaceful, legal way, right? No negative stuff. I want everyone to be okay, happy, and whole at all times, no matter who you vote for or what kind of piece of shit you are. But we got to draw the line, and we need to figure out how to legally do that. How to draw the line and be like, look, we need the schools to stop indoctrinating the children. We need the government to stop trying to co-parent with us. We're not co-parenting with the government. They need to back up, get off our kids' nuts, because they're messed up. Those people are messed up, and they need to stop. They need to let go of our gun rights. They need to stop. But they want it. They want the chaos. We talk about this every day. They'll go as far as we let them. And the day that we decide to stand against it, and some yahoo wants to take this out of legal orientation, they'll come in and control all of us. They want chaos in the streets. They want fire in the streets. They want Americans losing their mind. Because the day that we lose control over ourselves, they'll be happy to step in and control us for us. And we can't let that happen. We got to have our big boy pants on, and we need to do things legally. We need to pass legislation so we have control over the people who have control over us once again. Because we messed up somewhere down the line, and we were like, the only person that can pull the president down is Congress. We don't control Congress. So those people are all in it together. We just created like a giant mafia and called them the government. Even the governors are tyrants. Look at how we have things here in Michigan. Our governor killed half the state during the plague. It wasn't the plague that got us, it was the damn governor. We can't even do anything to pull her down, and then the idiots put her back. And it's like, I don't know. Some days it's hard to put coffee in that cup and not liquor. I'm just saying, and that ain't the right way to go, but we got to figure out a way to legally fix things, because what we got going on isn't working. It's not working. Legally and peacefully. Let's read through the chat really quick. And then we're going to cut the live off for YouTube and move forward. What's up, Chrissy Star? You can't chat on Rumble? Do you have an account? Did you verify your account after you made your account? And are you currently logged in? Because you have to have all those, you have to have all three of those things, those boxes checked in order to chat on Rumble. Gabby, little by little headway is being made. I believe things are turning around, but I really don't like seeing the government go after children and our Second Amendment rights. That governor banning the ability to conceal or open carry in a county because criminals who don't follow laws are currently not following laws, that's just tyranny. That's all it is. She's just being a tyrant, and that is upsetting. But I think the American people, the ones who were fooled versus us that know what's going on around the world, I think they're waking up. That's why you're seeing those woke brands starting to lose money and stuff, is because the sheeple are starting to wake up. The normies out there are starting to become a part of the collective here that knows what's going on. And so it's starting to hurt those brands and stuff. And so they're going to have to start remarketing things, because that whole rainbow turn your wiener inside out stuff ain't selling anymore. People they're done falling for it. They were trying to do the BLM things. I remember when Dodge and all them came out, it was like, Dodge. And then it was like, we support BLM. Because I was working for a manufacturer that makes car parts. And so, of course, my YouTube and stuff is full of car manufacturer commercials, and they were all saying they support BLM. You don't see that now. You don't see that now. They're all waving rainbow flags, but you won't see that in the near future, because people are waking up to it. They're waking up to it. DCat, you're exactly right. And I wanted to say that, but because YouTube is watching, I can't say that. But you're 100%, because we did cover that. Well, we covered it everywhere except for YouTube. The information found here in Michigan and the footage that they were showing in Muskegon County of the irregularities that took place in 2020. You're right, DCat. You're right. What's up, Conservative Patriot? Happy freedom. All right. Let me get this link for you hooligans over here on BoobTube. I probably can't say that. I'm probably going to get in trouble now. Either way. Go to the Rumble. There is the link. I just dropped it in the chat. I'm going to pin it to the top of the chat if the emojis will get out of my way. All right, all of you hooligans over on YouTube, make your way over to Rumble or jeffmaclive.com. We're also live on Twitch and Kick if you would prefer to watch in those locations. Make sure you use the Linktree link in the description if you would like to donate, join membership programs, get you a cool hooligan shirt like I got right here, or if you would like to experience any of the other platforms other than Rumble and jeffmaclive.com. But Rumble and jeffmaclive.com are the best places to watch, so that's where I suggest you go. Of course, I want all of you to join Gilded. If you're not a part of Gilded, be a part of Gilded. It is worthwhile. It is free. It is where all the hooligans hang out. It has lots of great resources, and it is the best way for me to get a hold of you when it's time to go live. Don't worry about that hit or miss notification system connected to YouTube or any of these other platforms. I will notify you directly every time we go live, so go join Gilded. What's up, Molly Pop? I see your messages, but you're writing on YouTube, and hooligans that support what I'm doing don't watch on YouTube. So hop over to these other platforms. I'll start reading your comments. I'm live on like 9 different platforms. You know what it's like to read 9 chats? It is tedious. It is tedious. But I do appreciate all of you guys watching. Please hop over to these other platforms. We got to cut off YouTube because we got to get moving forward. Eventually, the Orange Eagles get beyond stage, and I know no one wants to miss that. So make your way over to the non-YouTube platforms right now. You can probably hear me flipping my chapstick. I'll show you in a second. I'm waiting for the live to catch up so everybody knows what I'm saying.